Chef. I'm going to show you some South Indian dishes today. I'm going to make some Vada, we call Vada. It's made from basic flour. Basic flour basically is lentil flour. Okay, they call it probably different way, Vada, bhaji, all of the stuff. But it's basically basic flour. I'm going to make that today with a little bit of twist to the American twist to it, or Asian twist to it. I got basic flour. I'm going to put them in. This is plain basic flour. I'm going to show some love. That's salt. Show some love, a little bit of chili powder. You know, you can add in chili powder however you want it. How spicy you want it and all this stuff. That's it. Then asafoetida. I got some asafoetida. It's usually a lot of Indian cuisines. They use this one. It's very good for digestion and all this stuff. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit. Then I'm going to add some baking powder. A little bit of baking powder. Then I'm adding a little bit of water. You know, warm water, however you want it. Just add some water, mix it. It comes up very good. Nice batter. You can see it. It's too a little bit of thick. You need to have a batter like something you can dip in and fry. Okay. See, add that. See, it's perfect. I'm going to keep this one on the side. Then what I'm going to do, that's a basic batter they do all the time. You know, most of them that's what they do. You know, usually they add some turmeric. You know, I can get some turmeric. I got some turmeric. I'm going to add some turmeric. I'm going to add some turmeric powder to it. What it does is, you know, turmeric powder you can use for a lot of different things. Actually, it's a medicine, you know. I add a little bit of pinch of turmeric. See, it's what happened. It's to give a more yellow color to it. It's a nice one. Usually, a lot of people add some rice flour to it. I don't add rice flour. I just keep it simple. What the rice flour does, it's give a crispiness. You know, if you want it, you can add some rice flour. It's give a crispiness. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do some cilantro, we call coriander leaves. I'm going to add some coriander, chopped coriander leaves. Because it gives nice flavor when you're biting it. I have coriander leaves. Just chop them one time. Do not chop them so many times, it's lose the freshness and everything in. A little bit of add some in. Perfectly. Then usually I add ginger and garlic. You know, you can, if you have at home, you have a ginger garlic paste. Otherwise, adding some fresh ginger. I'm going to chop them up. A little bit fine chop. Otherwise, you can use the ginger. What the ginger does is help you to digest. This is one of the things I like to do, and when people coming over to my house and having some cookout or anything like that, some kind of snack. It's the best way to go. Good, kind of good snack. See how it is? See how fine I put it? That's what it is, because you don't want people biting into it. Okay. What I did, I mix all of them. Now you have all the flavor. Now, I have some already, I cut some pepper, onions. You can cut however you want, and I have sliced some onions in. I'm going to do that too. I have some peppers. I cut some peppers. Usually, most of the time, it's a very good way to go. You have a banana peppers. Take some banana peppers, slide in the middle. You can use that because it's give a little bit of tiny bit of spices. Then it's give nice flavor. What I do, I just take this one and add a little bit of salt, a little bit of chili powder. You know, I mix it just to give you a little bit of flavor to the vegetables. What I'm doing, I'm dipping. See what I'm doing? Just dip it a couple of times. Then I have hot oil right here. I'm dropping. See how it's cooking? I'm going to drop some vegetable, onion too. Peppers. You don't want the vegetable or anything like that, you can drop the whole thing, make it a little bit of thick batter. You can drop everything at one time. See how I do it? It's like a fried onion, a little bit of Indian version of the fried onion. Then I like to do asparagus. Asparagus is kind of healthy and a little nicer. I like to do that. If you want to zucchini vegetable, any vegetable you want it. You know, usually they do with plantains. I'm going to put a couple more Vada in. It's one of the South Indian dishes. When you're going on the roadside on South India, it's the best way. You know, have some coffee with Vada. That's the best way to go. I got some. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it in. Turn it a little bit. You can cook it on the both sides. See how it's puffing up because of the baking soda. Baking powder, I'm sorry, baking powder. And it'll take only a couple of minutes to do the whole dish. You know, just do this one. Usually what they serve with this one, usually they serve with some kind of mint chutney or coconut chutney or some kind of fried dish. They serve it. Otherwise you can serve, when you're serving on the bar and everything, they serve them very spicy, a little bit spice to it. They serve them plain. You know, it's very good for when you're drinking and all stuff. It's a very good way to go. What I did today, I did a kind of sweet and chili sauce. I just did a sweet and chili sauce. It's a very sweet and very spicy. It's balanced out very good. It's kind of Asian dish, but Indian flavor to it. I add some cilantro, I add some ginger, honey, raisins, and chili. All of them are blend together and cook it nicely. That's what I have right here. It's coming up very nicely. How it's coming up, it's nice and puffed. Once it starts floating and all that, it's almost done. Now what you need to do, you need to make sure that it's golden brown. You know, nice golden brown. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put them on here because usually I have some colander. I have all big. See, it's all bubbling, soft bubbling. Now, what do? Just take it in, put it out. See how beautiful it is? You know, good thing about it, you can use vegetable, fruits. I used to use pineapple in it because it gives a nice sweet taste. Same time, the batter is a nice spicy. It give you a nice flavor to it. Nice spicy. See how it's looking? It's beautiful. What I'm going to do, just have some cilantro. Put it on the top. Just have a little bit of flavor to it. That's it. It's beautiful. I'm going to taste one. See how it's going. See, asparagus, it's cooked all the way through. It's still nice and crunchy inside. It's hot. It's outstanding. The sweet and chili sauce, it goes very good because it's spicy. It's going very good with it. It's a little bit sweeter. It's going awesome. If you don't want it, you can just eat it like this. It's unbelievable. It's one of the things. It's good to eat and very good. It's simple flour. Nothing goes wrong with it.